Hi everyone, my name is Alexa and I've been a learning and development specialist for a few years now. And I want to talk about corporate training and the reasons behind why it often fails. Unfortunately, a lot of organizations, they would focus on other things rather than conducting proper training. And it results in often situation that employees might not absorb all the learning materials effectively, or additionally it also may result that the training actually wasn't even conducted because learners might have skipped that. In this video, I want to break down some of the reasons why it happens and how to solve that. Stay tuned and let's go. First up, training is often too theoretical. Employees sit through slides or videos, maybe take a quiz, and then back to work like nothing happened. You basically overwhelm your employees and the connection to their day-to-day job, almost zero. If people can't see how to use it immediately, it just doesn't stick. And basically here is a quick fix. Make training practical. Use real examples, role play scenarios, stuff people can actually apply.
Hey, thanks for taking the time. I'm a bit worried about how that call went. I know I rushed parts of the discovery and talked more about features than I should have.
Hi there. No, it's absolutely okay. And I do believe that you did a great job. Just could you please tell me a little bit more details? Next, timing. Whenever you are doing training and you throw it all at once at your employees by providing 3-hour videos or some unrealistic deadlines, this is something that a lot of managers actually kind of ignore, because most of us would have different tasks, different deadlines, and also a different way of learning. Some people would need to take it a couple of steps back, while others would be very fast at completing everything. So that is why it is important to actually make it more practical, perhaps trying some microlearning training. And additionally, do not forget about writing feedback, since it is also crucial. No. And another biggie is no follow-up, no feedback, and no proper guidance. So basically, whenever you have just like one session, one checklist, maybe like something else, it's not actually enough. Learners, they actually do need to understand what they do. They would want to know what are their gaps, how they could improve. So definitely we are in the AI sphere where we can actually use the tools that would implement this like personalized feedback. And yeah, definitely, even though human touch is a very important thing, but if your organization lacks in it, at least you could use some AI tools to make it work. Finally, it clearly explains what I gotta do, and I can also just check and reinforce my knowledge. Okay, I understand what I have to do there. Right, yeah, that makes sense. We just have to submit that. Okay. People need practice, and generally they need opportunities to ask or answer questions, get feedback. That is why micro practice with some follow-up feedback is a great thing to do. Obviously, whenever you just throw at them some old manuals and you want them to remember all of that, it's not gonna happen. Engagement is important. That is why it's very, very nice to just have tools with some personalized feedback. To summarize the video, basically, number one is try to make your corporate training as practical as possible without the need of giving some 300 pages guides or additional like recording some very long videos, because as for now is not as effective, since now learning and development has improved in such way that it's easier and better to actually provide some practical exercising like role plays or assessments or other things in order to actually help learners to train more efficiently and at the same time to actually make changes into their skill improvement. Another thing is deliver it at the right time and do not set up some crazy timelines on when learners should complete the training. Whenever there is onboarding, yes, you would set like approximate maybe timeline when this should end. However, if you put every single day some different tasks plus training plus some other things, it's going to be very stressful. So in your case, you could try some micro learning management and see how it would result and how your team is going to react. Next thing is reinforces through practice and feedback. We already mentioned that training should be practical. However, do not forget about feedback, follow up, and conversations with your learners. Even if the idea of that might seem a little bit too complex, like, okay, maybe you have like 50 employees to onboard, and each time to give a personalized feedback, it might be actually quite stressing. So that is why it's a good thing to use some AI tools or things which would simplify this process. And the last, make it meaningful for the learner. They need to understand why they take this training, what sort of things they need to do, what to expect. And the easier and like in a modern way you create your training, the better outcome you receive. So yeah, definitely we hope that your training is going to be improved, and definitely make sure to leave your feedback and comment, and also explain how is your corporate training is built nowadays.